Hello, welcome to the Facebook and Instagram Ads Basic course. My name is John and I will be your tour guide during the entire program. On the seventh module, we discussed about Facebook ads scaling. We learned that Facebook ad scaling allows you to supercharge your clients' high performing campaigns and generate more sales by increasing ad spend, budget optimization, targeting broad audiences, and more. And as a gentle reminder, we must obtain feedback and approval from our clients before any changes can be made to their Facebook or Instagram accounts. Now, let's move on to our final topic, how to avoid ads rejection. Let's face it, rejection is painful. After all, even if it's just from the Facebook ad review team, we all want approval. However, you don't have time for this. You need to get your client's Facebook ad out as soon as possible. We're here to assist you. There are five main reasons why your client's ads aren't being approved, and we'll go over each one in detail so you can fix them. Or create ads that aren't rejected in the first place. Five most common reasons for Facebook ads being rejected. You're advertising something prohibited. You're advertising something restricted. You're not following community standards. You've made a mistake with your ad creative. You've made a mistake with your landing page. Facebook's ad policies are pretty straightforward when it comes to what our client can and can't advertise. For example, no sex, drugs, or rock and roll. Okay, rock is fine, but no sex or drugs. Here are the products and services of our client can never advertise on Facebook. However, there are a number of exceptions we should be aware of. Weapons, ammunitions, explosives. We can sell anything that is intended to hurt other people. No guns, bullets, or bombs allowed. That being said, blogs, groups, or websites about weapons are allowed as long as they're not specifically selling them. Unsafe supplements. What counts as an unsafe supplement is up to the individual advertiser. But Facebook does have strict guidelines on what they can and can't use for marketing purposes. Adult products and services. If you're advertising birth control, make sure your target users are over the age of 18 and focus only on the prophylactic aspects of the product. Anything sex related is a no go unless it's an ad for contraception or other family planning products. Cryptocurrency. Facebook's product management director Lob Leathern stated that cryptocurrency ads are frequently associated with misleading or deceptive promotional practices. Surveillance equipment. This includes spy cams, mobile phones, trackers, or other hidden surveillance equipment. Anything you could use to spy on other is totally forbidden. Lastly, anything illegal obviously. If the previous examples didn't make it clear, you can't advertise anything illegal on Facebook. Period. Looking to hire an Ocean's 11 style team for your next heist? Sorry, buddy, you're out of luck. That about covers some of the products and services prohibited by Facebook ad policy. But there are quite a few things that are only allowed under certain conditions. That's right, your ads could also be rejected because here's the deal. You won't always have your clients' ads rejected for trying to sell restricted products or services. That being said, only certain advertisers can promote this stuff, and often only certain locations to adult consumers with prior written permission from Facebook. This is the definitive list of ads that are only allowed to on Facebook after meeting a set of requirements. And what those requirements are? Alcohol. If alcohol is illegal in any of the countries you target, your ad is going right in the digital trash bin. Users targeted must be 18 or older in all countries where you're targeting ads, even if it's just an ad for a local beer. It's 21 and up only in the USA and Canada. Dating services. If you're looking to promote an online dating services on Facebook, there are a few things you need to know about advertising on the social media site. First, you can't advertise mail order brides or husbands or unfaithful people. You also can't encourage cheating. Real money gambling. Dreaming of becoming a casino mogul through Facebook advertising? You'll need written permission from Facebook's ad review team first. And you're only allowed to target users over 18 in locations where gambling is legal. State lotteries. Ads for state lotteries are okay, but you'll need to only target people within the state the lottery is in and comply with any local laws. Supplements. If Facebook doesn't think your supplement is potentially dangerous, see unsafe supplements above, you can advertise it exclusively to adults 18 years old or older. Subscription services. Promoting anything that involves a subscription, you're going to want to read this list of special requirements. Branded content. Branded content posts are totally cool with Facebook, but you'll need to tag your product, brand, or business explicitly in the ad using their branded content tool. Political advertising. Facebook is taking steps to reform its political ad policy. At the moment, we need to comply with all local election laws in the areas you're targeting and go through a special authorization process to get any political ads approved. That covers some of the restricted ad types. If your Facebook ad is still not approved, it could be due to the fact that okay, so you're advertising something harmless that wasn't even mentioned above, but the Facebook ad review team is not having it with you. Where did you go wrong? Introducing Facebook's community standards. If you and your client haven't read them yet, we recommend reviewing them. Here's the shortened version of the standards Facebook uses to decide what content is allowed, whether it's paid or organic. Violence and criminal behavior. If your client's ad involves a real credible threat of violence, you may be banned from advertising and using social media sites like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other major US networks. Also, why would you do any of that stuff anyway? Safety. Any ads that encourage suicide or self injury will be rejected. Anything involving sexual exploitation will be rejected. Any bullying or harassment will be rejected. And any content that spreads someone's private or confidential information without their permission will be rejected. Objectionable content. Any ads that promote hate or discrimination will be denied. Ads showing graphic violence will be denied. Ads with nudity or sexual activity will be denied. And ads that target victims of serious or physical or emotional harm will also be denied. Integrity and authenticity. Facebook's ad review team will reject any content it views as spam, including anything false or misleading or which gives a bad ad experience to users. They will also reject any paid or organic content promoting fake news stories. Intellectual property. If your ad violates any existing copyrights, trademarks, or other intellectual property rights, it will not be approved. If you don't meet any one of these community standards, your ad won't get very far. If you read these backwards and forward and you're still not getting your ads approved, there's a high probability that it's because your client is following all the community guidelines. You're not advertising anything prohibited, restricted, or even controversial. So why is your Facebook ad still being denied? There are quite few rules you need to follow when crafting your ad creatives to comply with Facebook's policies. If you mess up on just one, it could be the reason your ad was rejected. Here's a quick run through on the most common mistakes Facebook advertisers make with their creatives. Having too much text in your ad image. If you've received a notification like this, you'll need to cut back on your image text. This is a surprisingly common reason for Facebook ads to be rejected or have their reach limited. In fact, they used to just have a cut and dry rule that if your ad image had over 20% of it covered in text, it would be denied. Now, they will just scale back the reach of your ad based on how much of your image is covered in text. Here are Facebook's new tiers of image text acceptability. Image text okay. Your ad will run normally. Image text low. Your ad's reach may be slightly lower. Image text medium. Your ad's reach may be much lower. Image text high. Your ad may not run. If your image I-text ratio is rated high, you should rethink your ad creative. If you're unsure whether you're going to have your ad's reach limited due to the amount of text it contains, try our free image text checker tool. Targeting personal attributes. The funny thing about Facebook ad targeting is that they does not want your client ads to tell users you're targeting them. We know, that sounds confusing, but here's what it means. You can't directly or indirectly tell users in your ad copy that you know anything about them. Personal attributes include race, ethnic origin, religion, beliefs, age, sexual orientation or practices, gender identity, disability, medical condition, financial status, membership in a trade union, criminal record, or name, according to Facebook. As a general guideline, avoid using words like other, you, yours in your copy. You can't imply that you actually know anything about the users you're targeting. Here are a few examples to help give you an idea. The key is not to make users feel like they're being personally targeted. Misusing Facebook brand. You can use the word Facebook in your creative, and you can even use the Facebook logo, but you need to be careful about how you do so. You need to capitalize Facebook and write out the full name in your copy. You can only use it as a singular noun, and it needs to be the same font size and style as the text around it. You can use the standard Facebook logo, but don't use their corporate logo under any circumstances. Also, don't change any Facebook brand assets you're using from their original design. Finally, and most importantly, you can't use the Facebook brand as the central focus of your ad. Of course, you can promote a Facebook page, group, or event with your ad, but you can't advertise it in a way that makes Facebook the most noticeable and significant part of your ad creative. Making disruptive video ads. If you're promoting a video ad on Facebook, you might have to be extra careful about what you put on the site. Warning: this content is meant for adult viewers only without prior permission from Facebook. Warning: no over-the-top displays of drugs, alcohol, sex, or profanity. Promoting predatory ads. You cannot prey on vulnerable users with your ads. Basically, your ad creative can't harass or bully anyone using Facebook's targeting mechanisms. Not being relevant. Every single component of your ad needs to relate to the product or services you are selling. Also, your ad creative needs to have some relevance to the audience you're targeting with the ad. Finally, all details of your ad creative must be true and accurate. Writing poorly. Facebook cares about the quality of users' experience and doesn't want your ad copy to look spammy. Use a spell checker to check your spelling and grammar before submitting an ad. Okay, if you're complying with every rule we've listed above and you're still somehow violating Facebook ad policy, now we know it's probably because just as important as your ad creative itself is the landing page you're directing people to. If your landing page violates any of the Facebook ad policies mentioned above, your ad doesn't stand a chance of being approved. Facebook's ad review team will look at the number of additional factors specific to landing pages to make sure yours is up to par 2. Here are the landing page issues that could get your ad rejected. Ad URL doesn't match landing page URL. Don't try any funny business. If you include the link on your Facebook ad, that link needs to route users to a landing page with the same web address. For example, if your link says www.cutecatpictures.com and it takes users to www.piratedmovies.com, Facebook's ad review team will not be pleased with you. This also includes unintentional typos in the ad's URL. So, double check your ad copy and your landing page to make sure they match before submitting your ad for review. Landing page lacks business details. This level of detail isn't going to cut it. Also, please never make landing pages like this, so you can see on the left image. To establish trust with your business, you must include your business address, phone number, email, and privacy policy on any landing pages. If there are any legal notices or disclaimers specific to your industry that you're obligated to include, make sure on your landing page too. Landing page is false or misleading. You need to be totally honest and transparent with your landing page. You cannot include any misleading or false information about your products or services. The page must also contain the product or service that the user expects based on your ad creative. For example, if you're advertising bike repairs on Facebook and your landing page is selling sketchy supplements, you're going to have a bad time. Landing page includes disruptive or spammy elements. Your landing page, like your ad creative, needs to deliver a quality experience to any Facebook users that see it. For that reason, malware, scripts that prevent users from leaving the page, and pop-up ads are all forbidden. There is one exception when it comes to pop-ups, though. You may include them as long as the user intentionally clicks a button to make the pop-up appear, like with a sign-up form. Speaking of disruptive elements, autoplaying video or audio is forbidden, as are automatic downloads that start when your landing page opens. Landing pages defective, unfinished, or a digital dead end. Your landing page can't have bugs or appear under construction to Facebook. Broken links, unfinished media elements, and loading problems all fall into this category. You also need to show Facebook that your landing page is connected to the rest of the internet. To do so, make sure to at least include internal links to the rest of your website. One example would be placing a standard link menu at the top or side of your landing page. Landing page doesn't look like the ad creative. There needs to be some visual or textual connection between the ad and the landing page it links to. It's a matter of signaling to Facebook's ad review team straight away that your landing page is connected to your ad creative. This could involve using the same copy, headline, or font from your creative somewhere on the page. It could also mean using a similar color palette or an identical feature image. Overall, just make sure that an average user would see your landing page and immediately know it's related to your Facebook ad. Alright, so as you can see, this is one of my clients' old accounts, old advertising accounts. So as you can see, there's a notification here, identity confirmation failed, account is restricted. And also, it says here that this business account isn't allowed to advertise because business didn't comply with one or more of our advertising policies or other standards, such as having too many ads rejected, attempting to circumvent our ad review process, participating in fraudulent behavior, or associating with untrustworthy accounts. So, as you can see, it says here restrictions. Restrictions: can't use or manage ad account, create or run ads, share pages, can't use or share audiences, can't use Facebook Pixel offline event sets, can't use app SDKs, disabled ad accounts. So everything is disabled. So as of May 10, 2019, see, even the pixels is no longer active. So let's click on the Facebook account of my client. So you can see there's a notification advertising process permanently restricted. So this is a total ban for advertising on the account. So you're not allowed to use Facebook products to advertise. This is because you didn't comply with one or more of our advertising policies or standards. So, meaning to say that we're no longer able to advertise. So let's check on the account issues. See, outstanding there is, meaning to say that ads will be rejected, account restricted. Still, it do not or it doesn't give us any opportunity to advertise using this account, this Facebook account. So let's go on the other account, which is the active account. So this is the really a permanent banned account. Okay, so let's go on the other account of my client. All right, so this is the second account of my client. So as you can see, um, ad account is active, of course. So it says here, no ads rejected. As you can see, remember the cloud gaming PC hub that we created on Ads Manager, of course. So we have the page, which is a cloud gaming, and the pixels, so offline ad test, of course. So as you can see, this account is pretty much active. It does not have any restrictions because it follows the Facebook's guidelines and policies. So let's go to Facebook account. So as you can see, my client's ad account says that it does not have any ads rejected, of course. So you'll see the personal ad account. So it means it follows the community standards. It doesn't um, post or we did not post anything that violates the Facebook's advertising policies and commerce policies and other standards that they have. So let's check on account issues. So as you can see, on account issues, it doesn't have even resolve, doesn't contain anything. But previously on my client's first account, you see there's the name, there's his account restricted, as you can see. But on his second account, okay, my client's second account, there's none. So that's it. And this is the comparison between an active account and also a permanent ban account. This is a business manager, of course, business manager, and its ads account. In this video, we learned how to avoid ads rejection. You are now ready to take the responsibility in managing your client's ad campaigns. At the end of this video, you'll find links to my sources for more information on how to avoid ads rejection.